Hi, my name is Alex Deimel, and my ARP question is how can the experiences of those players who played in the Little League World Series help keep coaches to keep teenage athletes in sports? Youth sports can play a huge part in the developmental stage of a person's life. These activities have the ability to teach kids vital life skills such as teamwork, coachability, and self-confidence. It also provides a good amount of exercise, which is a wonderful health benefit for these kids. The bonds these kids make with their teammates helps them become better people later in life and will help them adapt to new places. Their coachability skills will help them learn from future teachers and professors, as well as their possible future bosses and coworkers. Positive coaching plays a huge part in building a child's self-confidence, which is another crucial part in a kid's growth. These factors are also things I learned to incorporate when I was playing Little League Baseball, and I believe they shaped me into who I am today and have been a large reason for my successes both on and off the field. The Little League World Series is a baseball tournament held in Williamsport, Pennsylvania every August. This tournament brings teenagers from all over the world to compete in a televised tournament which airs on ESPN every year. This project focuses on the skills, endurance, support, and personality required to compete in the Little League World Series. Although this kind of attention is fun for everyone to watch, some critics, such as Mike Benishek, state that the current state of the Little League World Series embodies everything that is bad about the current state of youth athletics. Each year, it seems, there's a new controversy with the Little League World Series: illegal players too old to compete or illegal players who live outside of a team's geographic area. They play for our amusement, not to mention our possible financial gain. Yes, poke around the internet and it won't be too hard for you to find a gambling site providing odds and taking bets on which group of preteens can play the best 6 innings in the world. I had the pleasure of asking former Little League World Series players who are also Liggett students some questions regarding my topic. Oliver Service and Jared Purify were both extremely positive on their Little League and Little League World Series experiences, saying that the bond among teammates is a crucial part in the journey to Williamsport. Both also alluded to having coaches who exuded negative coaching styles, and although it helped them, they felt it may not have helped every kid on their team. One thing Oliver said was, "I need someone to tell me when I'm doing something the wrong way and to push me towards fixing my mistakes the right way." Having a positive mindset towards improvement is something that helps me grow as a teammate and a ball player. On the other hand, Jaron said to me, "I once had a coach that was really tough. His coaching style was totally different from prior years, and I didn't like it at all. He was very tough and yelled at us and sat us on the bench whenever we struck out. That team won almost every tournament they played in and made almost no errors. Even though that coach was tough and hard, he made me the player I am today, and I thank him because without him, I probably wouldn't have the heart and grit I have now." Although holding higher standards for your players is a great stepping stone towards achieving your goals, exhibiting positive coaching methods is a key part in producing the best student athletes you can. The Positive Coaching Alliance, or PCA for short, was an organization that played a huge part in my research. The PCA was started in 1998 by Jim Thompson, whose photo you see below. The PCA is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to making a positive impact in the youth sports community by teaching coaches how they can make their players' lives better, as well as developing them into wonderful human beings on and off the field. This organization is partnered with roughly 3,500 schools and youth sports organizations to deliver more than 20,000 live group workshops and reaching 19.2 million youth athletes across the United States. Because even our top athletes agree that negative coaching styles do not always benefit a player, organizations such as the Positive Coaching Alliance provide necessary resources for our coaches. Founder Jim Thompson also won the 2020 Ronald L. Jensen Lifetime Achievement Award at the Youth National Sports Award Banquet, honoring the PCA's impact on youth activities. The Liggett Athletic Program is something that I personally am extremely grateful to have taken part in for the last 7 years. I've had some great tennis and baseball coaches throughout my time here, and the 3 things I believe the athletic program have taught me to be important were hard work, dedication, and team bonding. Over the 7 years I've been here, I have made friendships with people on my baseball and tennis teams that I will carry with me for a long time. The culture on the athletic teams at Liggett is very energetic and welcoming. I know each and every kid on my 2 teams have had my back the whole way, and I've had theirs. Another thing the coaches here have taught me is that nothing is achieved without hard work. When you don't put in the effort, not only do you let yourself down, but your teammates as well, which is something that the coaches here have made very clear. major things in youth sports in general that, according to my research, can be drastically improved. The first is development. Winning is great, and everyone knows that. This school has enough state championships to know that we are a winning school. However, losing at this stage is a huge developmental piece for middle and high school kids. I know the pain of losing not one, but two different state championship titles by extremely close margins. I believe that these losses, however difficult they were to accept, will push the kids on both teams to work twice as hard, not only on the court or the field, but in their everyday lives. Learning from your mistakes, making changes, and moving on to the next game is a big part of an athlete's journey, and dwelling harshly on the numbers can sometimes be a burden on players. The second key factor is sportsmanship. Sportsmanship doesn't just mean shaking the other team's hands after each game. It means being a good humanitarian to your teammates, opponents, and referees. Each person on a high school field or court is there because they love the game they play, and respecting each person around them enhances everyone's love for the game and makes them better people later in life. The PCA states, sports provide great framework for cultivating ethical behavior. Winning and losing gracefully are hallmarks of people equipped to live in and lead in a civil society. This is the mindset Liggett, as well as every athletic program in the United States, should have when coaching their players in order to encourage their student athletes to be the best people they can be. Thank you all for listening. Hope you learned something new, and have a nice day.